One or two? One lump or two?
One.
Do you need half and half?
No, this is good.
Okay. Alright. Do we need this?
9.
Oh, I saw white stuff over here. I'm like, did that glass plate break all the way over here?
Oh.
Alright, good morning.
You forgot to mention you wanted to talk about, well, we'll talk about the shifting of the camper. And stuff.
All the broken plates. More broken plates. Should I close this? Because I'm backlit.
Sure.
Tell them about the broken plates.
So, I took the camper to get a couple estimates for the damage, and brought it back to the campground,
Didn't check the cabinets.
Re-leveled the camper. The cabinet that I accessed, yeah, was fine. I haven't been cooking, so I didn't open the plates cabinet.
And we decided to make breakfast this morning, didn't we?
Yes. And so, before I stepped back in, I went to the restroom. Before I came back into the camper,
I'm hydrating.
I'm hearing the vacuum, and I just vacuumed yesterday, and
I just felt like cleaning.
And I was like, what is she doing? She said she wanted to eat. And I walk in, and she's like, oh, I opened the cabinet up, and all the plates fell out and shattered. And
they didn't just fall out. It was like a very slippery, shiny, gliding waterfall of white, sparkly Corelle dishes. And when they break, I think it's tempered glass, and they just like shards everywhere. So like, I'm done with the glass dishes. I'm done. I have bamboo dishes, but they can't go in the microwave.
Oh, no?
Nope. So I'm going to have to go to, I don't know if it's Walmart or Target, but they have these cute, they're called Pillow Fort, and they're microwavable, and
those are really nice.
They are nice, and they're like 99 cents each.
Oh, yeah?
They're like 99 cents each, and they're
saying
pretty.
This is bamboo?
No, these are not bamboo.
Oh.
So these can go in the microwave.
Okay.
Aren't they cute?
Yeah. Target,
okay. Pillow Fort dishes. Oh, but wait, they're made in China.
Are they? Are
Womp,
they really?
Womp, womp.
Alright, so that's a double whammy.
Double whammy.
We'll find U.S. Sponsored or U.S.
microwavable
made dishes.
I don't mind paying more for them. I just want them to be pretty, and I want to be able to put them in the dishwasher.
And she wants them to be
unbreakable.
This color, as you can see, from the table, from pretty close to the shirt, from the curtains to the hand towels over on the sink.
She
likes this color.
It's cohesive.
But I like this color. It's
it goes nice with yellow.
It's better than the gray and white she was painting everything in the last house.
2 houses ago.
Both houses.
All right, so
how was your trip to New Jersey?
It was good.
What did you like about it?
I liked holding my grandson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's long and skinny, like TT. He has dimples.
Yeah.
I was teasing Abby because neither one of them have dimples, so I said it must be from the mailman, and I don't think she liked that very much. But I was just kidding. Because I'm the only blonde in my family, so they used to say I was the mailman's kid or I was adopted or something. But my dad used to be blonde. So while I was gone in New Jersey, Josh was kind enough to meet with the Geico representative. Yeah. And go ahead.
Remove the awning from the roof, which was pretty simple to do. And then
you should have taken a video of it so we could have added it. That's okay.
Well, what can you do? It would have been.
We could put it back up and take it down again.
No, it was easy, but it wasn't that easy with just one person. I should have summoned the guy down the road that offered to help. But so I took the awning off, and I went to 2 different camping places. So I called 3 places. 2 of them called me back.
Did the one ever call back?
Camping World never called back.
Camping World never called back.
So
they're too busy messing up everybody's campers to call us back.
So Lazy Days RV in Tucson, Arizona, and Freedom RV in Tucson, Arizona is where I took them. Lucky for me, they...
Holy moly. I'm going to close the vents. Wow. Is there going to be a tornado?
I don't know. Super windy today. I didn't get a weather warning to know how fast the winds were going to be. But we got the windows open so it doesn't roll the camper.
Oh, I wonder if the nest is going to blow out of the tree. The doves gave up on their eggs. We thought maybe they didn't get fertilized. There's no more doves. There's just 2 eggs.
Yeah, maybe they'll come back. So, I went to Lazy Days first. And they're only a mile apart from each other. I don't even know what, let me see, East Irvington Road or something like that.
And the gentleman you spoke to's name was?
Don. So I met with Don. Don came out to look at the camper. He took some photos. He actually unrolled the awning.
Out of curiosity, would they have come here if we hadn't?
I didn't even ask the question.
Okay, so go ahead.
All they said
I was just curious.
All they said was, well, we need to see the rig.
Right.
So,
right. And they wanted to see it.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So he took photos of the damage. He unrolled the awning to get the part number off of it. He actually got a ladder and got up and looked at the roof damage, the 2 tears from one of the arms. And he said that there would be a 3-day turnaround on repair.
And he took pictures, you said?
Oh yeah, I said that already, twice. He said there'd be a 3-day turnaround on the repairs, and it could be 7 to 10 days for the parts to come in. So he said you didn't have to have the work done there, but you know, because I explained that you'd be traveling. But if,
and the 3 days is if we repaired the whole roof. He
right,
recommended
he
doing
recommended
the whole
replacing
roof.
the whole roof.
But
he also he said that the material they would use to repair the roof would last the life of the roof, so without leaking. So that was reassuring. He actually said what the name of the material was that they would use for that, but I didn't jot that down.
And I think since the roof is only 2 years old, I'm down with just repairing. They're only 2 small rips.
Right, because that way it really would only be a
one-day repair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there wouldn't have to be any caulking, any taking out any seals. And if it's going to last, if it's guaranteed to last the life of the camper, I would just rather...
The life of the roof.
The life of the roof, right.
Which didn't say what the life of the roof was.
Right, but I would just assume do that.
Yeah. So then we went to, I went to Freedom RV. You know, driving this camper 10 miles, I don't know how she did it for over 2,000. I mean, wow.
What was the problem? Was it windy?
Nothing. It's just, you know, I'm not used to towing, and it just was like, you know, hitting the gas, and, you know, you feel like the truck, you know.
Oh, you're not supposed to go above 50. Did you know that?
I only went 40.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe you just don't know how to
It was
tow.
just weird. Anyways, went to Freedom RV. I met with a woman there in the service department. Her name was Dusty.
Oh, that's a cool name. Did you say you have a cool name?
Well, yeah, I was seeking clarification as to how it was spelled so I could say it correctly. Pronunciation, right?
Dusty.
She said, where's the rig? I said, it's out in the yard. And she said, okay, when can you come back? Or she said, how long can you leave it? I said, I'm out in the yard right now. How long will it take you to look at it? So I explained what the damage was. She looked over to her coworker, said, hey, it's out there now. Is this something we have time for? And he was like, sure, I'll go out there right now. So that was kind of cool that they dropped their busy work to step outside for me.
But they could also just take a minute, take pictures, and then rate an estimate when they have time.
Exactly.
Which is...
But they're the ones that got back to you quickest, but we didn't get there yet.
Okay.
So we went outside, and they said they didn't need to take photos because Geico had already taken photos, so the Geico knew what the damage was.
Okay.
It was really a quick look just to visualize what the damage was. They didn't examine the roof because they explained that, you know, any tear on the roof, they would expect to replace it as well. So that's 2 places I went that suggested replacing the entire membrane on the roof. My assumption is the membrane comes pre-cut for this type of camper, so
and why did Lazy Days replace the whole thing? They just said as long as they're covering it, you might as well replace
the insurance.
The whole
they're
thing?
saying, right. If you know, it'd be different if you're having to pay out of pocket versus whether the insurance company's paying out of pocket.
Right.
So most folks are on a budget for everything. So
right.
Um,
See, but I'm the way I was thinking was since it's only 2 years old.
I understand.
Like if the camper was 10 years old and I could get a new roof out of it, I'd get a new roof out of it. But what's the point when the roof's only 2 years old?
Right.
Okay, so go ahead.
So a one-day turnaround, they said, replacing the roof and making the repairs and adding the arms back on the awning, which seemed really fast for me.
Especially when they wanted us to leave it for them to even look at.
Right. So a one-day turnaround doesn't make sense when they're taking off the air conditioners, taking off all the caps on the roof,
Oh my
peeling
god!
back
Yeah.
the membrane, putting the membrane back on, sealing it with this glue that has to cure. Right. I would think it has to some type of solidify so that way.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
what's
then
involved.
get water tested, right? I mean, you would think they would water test it before they would release it to make sure that they didn't make a mistake. And anyways, they were very quick to send their estimate, and their estimate came in way over what Geico estimated. So
Yeah, because Geico just based it on a patch repair.
right. So Geico estimated $1,277 with
Parts and labor.
parts and labor, just doing the patch, the membrane repair.
My deductible's $500.
And so they'll pay $777, and then so Freedom RVs, our estimate came back at $4,703, and that is basically replacing the membrane, replacing the awning arms, which came up to $569. The membrane is actually only $675 for the roof, but the labor is $2,600
And the awning
at this
arms.
location.
The awning arms are exactly what we looked up, like
Yep,
$469.
the prices. So we really could just do the awning arms ourselves, but
The
then
labor.
the labor, even purchasing it and having it shipped. But the awning, the membrane is, I don't have expertise in that.
No, I don't either. Or repairing it, or the tools that we'd need to shrink
Right.
They probably shrink it somehow to
So that's
seal
where we're
it.
at, 4,703. We're going to
And
get
then
another
Lazy Days
estimate.
didn't get back to us yet because they're taking their time and doing an estimate right.
And they're reaching out to companies that have the materials to see how fast they can get the stuff here.
right, they're being very thorough and honest about how many days it's going to take and how long it's going to take. Where Freedom RV is just like, oh yeah, we'll have it done in a day, and that's just
Doesn't
hard to
seem
believe.
practical. I haven't looked up any reviews for either one of these companies yet, but something leads me to believe, just from my first assessment, that there's probably going to be some complaints of, hey, yeah, they said 1 day, but it really took them 8 because they're
Yeah.
backlogged. And that was my
Yeah.
question at both locations was like, we need to know how long it's going to take for the parts, how long for the work, and
How long
how
before
long
you
before
can
we
fix
can
it?
get the
Yeah.
rig in to get the repair done.
Yeah.
So
And I don't mind this Lazy Days place. I wouldn't. Is it a mom and pop or a chain?
I think they only have like two or three locations, but it's pretty big.
Like I wonder
Okay.
if they have one further north where I'm going to be.
Tampa, I think it's in the other one's in Tampa, so it's in Tucson. It's in Arizona and Florida, I think.
Oh, okay. So I'd have to go to the location you went to in Arizona. There's no more Arizona locations. All right. So I think I would drive back south to have them do it. Maybe, I don't know. Because if they were so thorough and good, and they seem to think the quality of their repair would last the roof, the lifetime of the roof, then I feel like I want to go with them, even though I don't have their estimate yet, because I feel like they're more honest and thorough. The other thing we're going to do tonight, so I'll update that when we actually get the estimate from Lazy Days. And I have to find out, Geico should be paying for a hotel, because
If it's going to be more than 1 day.
if it's going to be more than 1 day. But if I just, maybe I should call Lazy Days and say I'm going to have them just patch it. So when they work
You
the
can
estimate,
ask for an estimate for both.
that's what I'll do. They'll probably close this holiday weekend. So the other thing we're going
Well,
to
that's why
do
I said come back on
is
Tuesday.
find Josh's new home today, which is going to be a...
Well, let's not say
Drum
home.
roll.
Let's not say home.
It's your temporary housing, which is going to be a da-da-da-da.
Tent.
We're going to go tent shopping.
So we've been staying at the fam camp here, and it's kind of convenient. They've got the restroom, they got the washrooms, they've got electric. I'm not going to stay in an electric or a water site, but they've got the restrooms, they got the washrooms, they've got a community room.
And it's nice having you, but I got wanderlust going on. I need to fill my map
story
out.
of my life.
Come on now, Joshua.
What?
We can't both live in this camper.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking
what are
about
you saying?
your wanderlust.
Please.
Yep.
So I have this map. I have the blue map in my suitcase.
So I think I'm going to hang out while she's looking for that map. I'm going to hang out
This
here at
map.
the fam camp for a little bit. My apartment's not ready until 15 June, and I'm not sure if, depending on how my stay is
Where's
here at the
Arizona?
fam camp in the tent, I might want to hang out here for the rest of the summer and then get an apartment. I don't know. But the apartment I found was really nice, and I'm looking forward to moving into that, and it's pretty affordable as well.
So I need to go north. So I'm itching to go north. I'm just going to meet with Tom Hobotech one more time, because now I have all the wires I need, and he's going to help me when I drop magnets. No, I'm dropping every magnet. He's going to hook everything up, attach everything to get everything hooked up how it needs to get hooked up, so I do it correct, or so he does it correctly, so I could maybe I could just keep it hooked up and then just carry it in and out. I don't know if I have to keep connecting and disconnecting or what, but he's going to just show me everything there is to know about that. And I'll pay him the consulting fee, and he's going to come out to me to do that. And that's a big help because I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to mess up my battery, and I don't want to mess up my solar panels. So he's been very helpful and helped me along the way with that. So once I have that done, then I am out of. I'm just going to be off grid with the rattlesnakes.
There's no Wi-Fi, no water.
No,
power.
but I have a hotspot. If I can find a signal, yeah. But I could stay at the 1,000 Trails, so I'll go 1,000 Trails for 2 weeks, boondock for a week. 1,000 Trails for 2 weeks, boondock for a week. So that's my plan.
If that's where the caravan takes you.
And I also want to join the caravan.
She wants
Bob
to join
Wells'
caravan.
Bob Wells' caravan. So I got to get a hold of them too. I'm scheduled to do 1,000 Trails on Monday, which is what's today.
Sunday.
So tomorrow. So tonight's the last night at the campground.
She believes tonight's the last night.
Tonight is the last night at the campground. Yes, sirree. Stop looking sad about it. It's time to move on and get your tent. This is a happy thing.
Sure.
Joshua. Do you want me to stay?
It'll be an experience.
It's not that you don't want me to leave. It's you kind of got used to the camper and now you...
No, I'm not used to the camper. The camper is tiny. But
Do you think a tent will be larger?
Well, the tent that I like, we know is larger.
Oh, okay, then you'll be happier
this
in the
is-
tent. So what's the problem?
Wait a second. Is it larger?
I don't know. Probably because you won't have all this furniture.
Yeah.
So, is there an issue?
The look,
I got issues.
the look on
You
your
got them
face.
too. So give them all to me and I'll give mine to you.
Well, we're at 20 minutes. We
You know what's
probably
gonna
should
be
wrap up
fun?
the video so we don't bore.
You know what's going to be
or
fun?
Your,
You know what's going to be fun?
viewers.
Putting a tent together in this wind today.
Today.
Or any day.
Tomorrow
It's
before you
been
leave.
windy for like 3 weeks. It's been
Yeah.
windy. So what happens to a tent?
I think, well, we should go see my friend out there's tent and see if it's still there. But
He said he has very deep stakes. We got to get
Yeah.
extra stakes.
and I'll put a suitcase in every corner of the tent. so
That's
it
a good
won't go
idea.
away.
That's a good idea. And you should get an extra cot in case it does rain so you can elevate some
We'll
things.
see. That's money.
Well,
Extra cot.
money is your suitcase getting wet and your stuff getting wrecked.
Yeah.
That's money. So I don't know if you can get just something else to elevate it. I don't know.
We shall see.
We shall see. All right. So now we're going to go tent shopping. Should we bring them tent shopping with us?
If you want.
Come along tent shopping. Josh, we just finished tent shopping.
Yep.
And the toss-up was between two tents, so we looked at reviews.
Right. So we looked at some reviews on the app, and we sat in the car for a little bit to look at those. and to actually decide on a tent that is available for in-store pickup.
And it wasn't available.
So we went inside, and there was only one of the 2 tents that we were narrowed it down to that was actually in stock, because
so by default,
the app, right, by default we purchased one that I actually didn't want to get, but also the Dick's app has a spot where you can choose filtering when you're looking for selections, and one of the filters is in-store pickup, and the other one is under, it's not under the same exact filter. I gotta look it up and see where it's filtered, because
it's hot as heck.
Shopping Dick's. So when I go to filter, let's see where it is.
I have the AC on. 90 degrees, but it feels like 91.
It's really nice out. I'm not sure what she's talking about. So it's got filter by, and then you can select store pickup or availability. So if you select availability, it comes up sold in stores. So I selected sold in stores, and then we found the one that we narrowed it down to. We're like, oh great, this one looks good. But what we didn't realize is under store pickup, you have to go there and select in stock at my store.
Right.
When we did that,
go ahead.
There was only one available.
Yeah, and the one he ended up getting, the reason he was between the 2 of them was one of them had a roof vent, and the one he got does not have a roof vent.
A roof vent and a light.
And a fan light, right?
A fan light, yeah.
And then the one he got, the reviews on it, people were saying they leaked, but you're also supposed to seal all the seams, so we picked up seam sealer. The one we didn't get, because it wasn't in stock, people said the tent poles were bending from the wind, and there's been a lot of wind in these parts.
Yeah.
So
as we were just discussing the awning estimates.
Yeah, so maybe it's good that you didn't get the.
Oh, first, I got something on my leg.
Maybe it's good that you didn't get the tent that everybody left reviews about, the awning or the tent poles bending. So now we're headed back to the campground to get Josh his own campsite. He found one that's nice and shady and is near the bathhouse and has a grill nearby, and he's gonna be all and he got a cot, because the camping equipment was buy one get one for half off,
which was pretty amazing.
So we got a really nice cot for half off.
Yeah.
Was it
It was $100.
$100 cot for $50, and it's 40 inches wide by 80 long.
85.
85 long, because Josh is a very tall person.
Yeah.
So we're pooped, huh?
I'm exhausted.
We're exhausted. What a day. Eating and shopping.
Well, I mean,
I had a donut this morning, but it was just a half a donut.
And what did you have last night before you went to sleep?
The other half of the donut.
And whose donut was that?
His. But I gave you a bite.
I did. I got
a bite.
A bite of it, but you know what? That one bite was amazing. I hadn't eaten in 7 days. So that one bite was amazing.
Yeah. That's all you need. That's all you need. I need a whole donut, you know? All right, people. So we're going to go try to set up the tent up in the wind. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do. All right. Sure enough, what? No directions? Just like they said.
Aluminum tube. Oh, yeah, there's no directions, I don't think.
No directions. We get to make our own up.
Before you go.
There's directions. People just couldn't find them.
Hang on, let's see. No.
There's an in between.
Oh,
we found the directions.
So yeah, many of the reviews said there was no instructions on how to put this together.
But we found some hidden instructions.
Yeah.
All right.
So look at that.